Good morning, everyone. How are we this morning? Good morning, Eraser. All right. Sound check for me since you're the first one in the stream. How are we doing? Is the music volume okay? I've run into issues with it being too loud. So I have run the tutorial of this. It's going to be interesting. This may be the first game. Sounds fine. Excellent. I tried to take a couple extra minutes to make sure that it seemed like it was going to work well, so. Good morning, Ben. How are you? So it turns out that this may be one of the first games I have ever played that makes me a little bit motion sick. The movement on it is a little bit janky, unless you click really, really fast. I have played Original Sin 2, but I played it on the PS4, which means, like, you literally just, like, click, I mean, you push the button and they just walk. Whereas this one, you have to click on every specific space you want them to go. And if you do anything wrong, or just normal, the camera decides it is not going to follow you anymore, which is really kind of annoying. And if you click...
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horde in sight, you know.
Just hold your
They
tongue,
hit the
you
sauce
idiots.
early this morning.
Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Sightseal.
So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage. They don't...
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
The wizard, you say?
Sure, whatever.
Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going on around here.
Captain, come along. We're not far from the city.
Yeah, so
Pass
if
that
you...
bottle, would you, Junius? My throat's dry.
Okay, this is a single malt, imported all the way from Hawkesbury, you know. It ain't the local pig swill they sell for ale.
Are we supposed to actually be following them, or...? I just realized that the tutorial does not actually... It's not actually tell me how to get to my quest thingy. So anyway, I started to say that,
What the hell's happening down there? Orcs! Bloody orcs! Come, let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle their big brutes.
I miss stuff if I click too fast, but if I don't click fast enough, it gets really janky. The
Off you go!
let's see. I suppose Q is the obvious choice, right? It is not.
You, Junius? My throat's dry.
Tutorial log, connection menu, game menu.
Imported all the way from Hawkesbury.
Yeah. So we get... okay, now I know where the map is, but I have no idea where my quests are. And I thought I was going to follow them, but apparently they follow me. And they did not tell me where the wizard is. Unless I missed it. Your turkey is in the oven already? Do you have your turkey dinner today? I have no idea whether or not Divinity 1 is, or Original Sin 1 is the same way. Original Sin 2 is kind of awful about, like, you never know. Things that you don't think you would ever need, you end up needing. So, it kind of, like, gets to the point where I just end up keeping everything. Have any of you... Hey, Matt! Merry Christmas! How are you this morning? Oh. That's what the issue is. It wants to keep tutorialing me. I do have to say, in some ways, the graphics on this are prettier than on 2, which is kind of strange. Apparently there's a portal or something over there I've missed. Can I get here from there? Got a book published and visiting... Congratulations! That's huge! What's the book? Okay, that's... Okay, now I'm confused. This appears to be back to where the tutorial was. That's the guy that jumped off the cliff. Alright, what is the blue thing supposed to be here? Oh shoot, it's at the top of the cliff. Alright. Look, I'm already lost. That's exciting. Am I sure I want to know? I mean, now I'm even more curious. Alright, this is where I came out of for the tutorial. Yeah, I gotta say, the,
Better to be dead drunk than play dead, what you?
The tutorial on this was not very good. It gave some kind of really basic, you know, how to do things, which was great, but then it would just sort of land you in test sections, where it did not tell you what the answer to what... It didn't tell you what it was you wanted to do. And so it was very confusing as to... Whoops. Huh. Well, it's told me already that I can't do that quest because it's too high. And, it looks like I've already explored everything else. So I'm kind of confused as to what the point of this is supposed to be. To be clear, this was written for fun. It was called Goblin City, Thick and Dangerous, Book 1 and 2. Okay, what's wrong with that? I feel like I'm missing something important here, and I don't know what it is. Alright. I obviously absolutely have to figure out how to get to my quests. I kind of don't want to do it hanging around those guys, though, because they're annoying. Welcome to the local chat. Yeah, I don't need a local chat. Is there anything in here? This is the other thing, is that, like, I can't actually read half of this because this is in the way. Combat, dialogue, banter. Yeah, I don't really care about the banter. You can take that off. Dialogue. Alright, I'm kind of stumped. Has anybody played this? Good morning, Dawn. Goblins with fat asses, of course, but the MC is human. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, so it's a book about Captain Kirk, is basically what you're saying.
The Source Hunter! Nice to see these
Oh, thank
winds are
goodness.
blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Seal, comrade, and good luck. Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man, however, the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot. Let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Seal? It's these orcs! Now they have bees in their bonnets about God only knows. We need every hand we can get. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball in a ship in the harbour to the west of here. It's hard to say. That ship needs attention and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special Source Hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to a rain cloud? We Legionnaires are loyal servants to Captain Aureus and the Council of Seven. Been stationed inside Seal for more than a year now, with no end in sight.
You craven chickens! You cowered here while the rest of us fought?
We were too drunk to fight.
You're lucky. We were protecting the rear.
Good morning, Wormy. How are you? Pull the map back up. Map. Well, I guess there's a quest marker here now that the orcs are out of the way.
Unbelievable!
Good morning, Mewtwo.
You'd rather be slaughtered while you twiddle your thumbs?
My hope is I'll find some time tomorrow, around all the family stuff, to do some Diablo. If not, I'll do it Friday. Also, everybody remind me, I have the schedule. Oh, actually, I don't know how to post that. OBS is still confusing the heck out of me in many ways. I have a schedule that I'm planning for. I need to get my life a little bit more scheduled. Who's yelling?
Hi, the Source Hunter. Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to
Yeah, I've already seen all this. Can I get on the boat? No, I can't get on the boat.
What's
Kitty!
this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
See, my only option here is I was summoned here by a cat. And honestly...
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter.
Honestly, the idea of being summoned anywhere by a cat wouldn't surprise me at all.
I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the... It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very
This is going to be
whiskers
another
that
talkie game,
sorcery was
isn't
at
it?
play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper.
Good morning, Rio.
The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though.
Sorry, we're
so
dealing
you'll
with this
need
guy who
Aureus's
likes to
permission
talk
should
really
you want
slowly.
to have a peek.
Matt, sorry, what about a demon?
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sex, undead, orcs. Oh, looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Okay, I want to know why, like, a guy who can turn himself into a cat is not considered a problem in a world where everybody hates magic. Okay, so, how would you feel if a demon were summoned you? If a demon summoned you? I'm confused. Sorry. And yes, I have mainly been doing role-playing games in the last year or so, but I have done novels previous to that. Oh.
Wee.
If you're taking to the sea, leave
keep a wide berth around that black cove. Haunted as me granny's womb is.
Haunted as my granny's womb. That is somehow exceptionally disturbing.
I've never been homesick a day in my life until I sailed to Sicile.
New information added to your log. Press L to access it. Ah, okay. They're not called quests. They're called logs. Talking statues. Oh, that's right. Before the tutorial, there's a guy who, like, jumps off a cliff because he believes that statues told him he could fly. We defeated the platoon of orcs attacking Sicile's beach and harbor. No, we had absolutely nothing to do with that. I was told I wasn't strong enough for that. This game is very strange with the dialogue.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Will now be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment, I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation? You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Alright, I will wait on that until I manage to find the captain. Ooh, what's this? How do I get from here to there? I don't know if I do. I thought I had... Guess not. I was thinking I had taken somebody that had a teleport capability, but it looks like that's not reachable without it. See, every time I actually try to check something, the camera moves away from the characters, and then I have to, like, double-click in order to get it back. It's kind of annoying.
Good luck with these Sicilians, Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you let them.
Yes. Map we figured out. See, this is what I mean. The tutorial is supposed to be over with, and yet there's still all these details they have not bothered to tell me how to do. Huh. Oh, wait. Is there a gate? There is a gate. Nope.
So, which of you is more deserving of life?
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3.
Oh, a Source Hunter. Imagine that.
Yeah, I know.
Quite a bit
Considering
more
that this
petite than
place
the
is
last
supposed
of
to
your
hate
kind
all
I
magic, there's an
encountered,
awful lot
aren't
of things around.
Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
Alright, I have to, like, back up in the chat here for a second. I was hoping the sound would stop if I paused it. Yeah, so I'm backing up in the chat because I missed a bunch of stuff.
Deserving of life. Make your case.
No matter. But even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Huh? Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata.
Why does everyone in this game talk so slowly?
Of a tropoberidona in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Secuta de Glacie on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Certainly, what would you like to know?
Make your case.
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men. The Councillor, terrible loss that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Alright, we're gonna wait on the rest of this because I want to talk to the chat and I cannot stand those sounds in the background. Yeah, so I tried going to the orcs and I got a message that said that battle was too strong. So I was kind of confused when it then said, "Oh yeah, we beat the orcs." Pretty sure that quest marker was there the whole time, which is why I asked you to pull the map back up. No, I knew that eraser. The issue was that it kept telling me I couldn't get to the orcs, so I couldn't go by them. Apparently, I had to just hang out until the battle was over. Patience is not my virtue. If you do, we spend Christmas together more, just I'm not alone. Don't know if this is funny. I mean, it's kind of sad that you're, like, you have Christmas alone. I hope you at least have something good to eat. I had to spend Thanksgiving alone last year, and it kind of sucked, so... How would you feel if a demon summoned you? Davy Verse, where did the furries bit come from? I got so lost there. Good morning, Davy Verse. Good morning, Farv. Yeah, so we got snowed in, and my husband does a carpool, and between the holiday and the snow, his entire carpool decided they weren't going in this morning, which kind of meant he wasn't going in this morning. So I at least get to cheat a little bit this morning and get help with the animals and the shoveling and everything else. Good morning, Bear. Yes, yeah, it's entertaining that apparently some animals I can talk to and some I can't. Magical cats, apparently I'm all good. Good morning, Legatus. Maybe I'm weird, but I don't mind spending holidays by myself. I do have to say, the holidays for us are so insane that every year we have this discussion about, like, let's just skip them and, like, go away somewhere. They're just so bothersome. I mean, I love seeing my family and everything else, but there's so much demand on time, and we are so far from everyone else. It's, tomorrow we will drive 2 hours to my family and have lunch. We will then drive another hour to my husband's family to watch the small children in the family open presents, and we will come back. And then Friday, we will drive an hour and a half to my mother's house. And then Saturday and Sunday, my husband's niece and nephew both have birthdays right around Christmas. And they don't like celebrating them together, so we have to drive twice. about an hour apiece each way. So for the next 4 days, I will do something like 20 or 25 hours worth of driving, and I hate driving. I'm an introverted hermit. I talk to my dogs and goats more than humans. Yeah, it again, love seeing my family, but by the time I do 4 days of driving around every year, I think, I wouldn't mind having just 1 year where I just kind of get to relax. Alright, why are we have once again...
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear! I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know.
Those humans make life far too complicated. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, before the,
So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Tomatoes? Yes. You know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man...
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly. Never fed a hungry man, you know.
Apologies, I keep meaning to let it play out for you guys. Well, aren't you bitchy?
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say. Go while the going's good.
Why is he drawing the rooster? Is that the idea?
Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan.
No, I'm out. So we have an enchantress.
Gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
Yeah. Huh. In Original Sin 2, it's stoves that you... To me, spending the holidays in general is a nuisance, even more since I lost the value to celebrate them. Lost the value to celebrate them?
The whole of Sicil is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed. Mendius, at your service. What is my profession?
Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
I feel like the reason that there's an original Sin 2 is that all of the I feel like probably all of the feedback on this was, this is a decent game, but there's too much talking. Because Original Sin didn't have nearly as much chatter.
I'm here to do my duty, which is hardly the same as adventuring.
Agreed. Adventuring implies frivolity. Duty does not.
Lost the value to celebrate them.
Made a big change on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Like, they lost value to you?
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I love Christmas because it's a guaranteed day off when I can catch up on cleaning and animal stuff without work harassing me. Yeah. Like I said, I end up having to be many, many places, but...
You may tell yourself you dislike adventure, but the mud on your boots and the blood on your blades say otherwise. One wouldn't become a source hunter if one didn't relish the exhilaration of battle, the lust for hidden knowledge and secrets. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
I mean,
well,
it's not a matter of riches.
And I can't say that I have.
Yeah, gotta have a little disagreement.
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive mainly because it is alluring. And riches are so very alluring.
Farv, I have some depression issues, PTSD not helpful, but I do have a family and we take the chance to eat and spend some time together. Yes, I love the family part, I just don't like the driving part. And it would be lovely if once in a while the family would be willing to come to us instead of the other way around.
Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety? Without spice? To be a source hunter,
if this guy doesn't get to the point, I'm just gonna stab him.
Sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
There is no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
True enough. We serve a just cause, so why wouldn't we follow our orders?
Come now. I refuse to believe such a uniquely skilled individual would settle for a puppet's role. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to ask him about the Fabulous Five, but I so don't want to talk to him anymore. What do you think? Do I ask him about the Fabulous Five, the undead? My real fear is that if I don't ask him about the Fabulous Five now, that I'm gonna have to go through all of that again later. Grab it by the horns. Alright.
Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls.
What a lot of elitist bullshit.
You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started? What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you.
Can I just hit him now?
Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you
Favre,
get
have a
your
really good
fair
morning.
share of
I
the
don't blame you. I don't
reward.
want to listen to this guy either. Fab 5 sounds like a personal makeover team on television. All I could think of was Pulp Fiction, that the pilot that woman was in, where there were like 5 of them, the Fabulous something 5. You're playing all 3 of these games. As far as I know, the original Sins, there are only 2. Yeah, this dude is trying to reach a word count. Yeah, his use of his thesaurus is way too much.
Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts.
Oh my
too.
god, it's a pyramid scheme.
Isn't that wonderful? By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat.
Okay, it's a pyramid scheme, and there are obviously more than 5 of them. Why are they called the Fabulous 5?
Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Riverlon. You will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like? They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks, or from cold dead full stop.
That was so long for nothing.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Alright. Doesn't the little dot mean that there's something important here?
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so kind. How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business, and anyone with an ounce of tact would have known that already.
I mean, this is my favorite guy in the whole thing so far.
Can I tell you? I suppose I can, and I could. But why would I turn my attention away from this whiskey when Mendius right outside is simply panting with excitement about the whole affair?
I mean, other than the fact that he also talks way too slow, he so far is my favorite person.
Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ah! Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. Although, it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget,
why
I'm
is
the
he
most
Australian?
honored member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential adventurers guild by SideQuest Monthly, 3 years running. Those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose I'll step in if none of the recruits manage to prove adept enough to handle a few skeletons.
Yeah, you're also annoying.
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Sicile.
And she's kind of bitchy.
Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge.
Yeah, I mean, Bear, I started to read the first of the Aragon books. It's one of the very few cases where I was completely unable to finish a book. It was terrible. It was impressive that a 16-year-old managed to write it. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'd been his high school English teacher, I absolutely would have given him an A. But it wasn't good. It was very tropey. It really didn't make sense at all in very large parts. And it turned out that the only reason it ever hit it big is that his parents published it. And the child of some actress happened to get a hold of it and really liked it. And then made his mother get it turned into a movie. So it was really, like, hugely nepotism. And, like, who you know that got that made real big. He wrote like he had a thesaurus open 24/7 so he could find more ways to describe his boners for elves. I don't even remember that much about it. I remember that within a week, he had gone from being an absolute nothing to being an expert swordsman and a wizard at the same time. And I was just kind of like, ugh.
And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for. That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component. Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right
Oh, and
spirit.
she's creepy.
Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link.
She's
our
one of those
causes
women that starts
forevermore.
screaming, "You're my soulmate," after a second date.
Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover fate, inch by inch.
I'm going to eat a ridiculous amount of shrimp later. Yeah, it's It's so weird that there's like so many like European accents, and then all of a sudden it's just, ooh, there's a duke.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
Pharaoh sneaked off, did you?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm. I am the Duke of
course
Fenris.
not.
Though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
You know, this is a relatively small, shitty little town, and yet everyone here seems to believe that they are incredibly famous. Alright, this is annoying. There we go. Okay, so white dots are places. Oh, and apparently I'm supposed to have looked at the crime scene. Totally missed that there was a room over here.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cave?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Legionnaire headquarters is like, is the guy so supposed to be in charge of this murder? Am I supposed to believe he's actually nowhere near the town at all? What a terrible investigator.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Alright, so I need to go this way. Oop, is that a way marker? Man, I gotta say, as janky as this, the walking is in this, the way markers are gonna be just absolute lifesavers.
Did it sprout legs and run away?
Warm as dragon's breath.
So what is this, like the Legionnaires' camp or something? Yeah, he was a Nepo kid, totally.
Making like a cake.
I mean, again, it is impressive that, like, he managed to do that as a kid. And, you know, he, like, kept up the passion and kept writing books. I have no idea. I mean, maybe he, like, got good eventually. But the problem is that while people are telling you that you're doing well when you're not...
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as...
Ice blue eyes narrow beneath a heavy brow streaked with sweat and dust. Her hands tense into claws, held at the ready.
So what, she's gonna claw my eyes out from inside a cage?
Her brow knits together. but something in her pose relaxes. She clears her throat. I am Bear Daughter. I have not come here to find trouble with the Screech woman. She only startled me. And you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of your order. Your history is long and honorable. This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent Screech woman on purpose. But soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for dogs. Mother would rip the fur from her chest if she could see how they keep me.
The fur from her chest. That's interesting.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
No, stop it.
Now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
Alright, how am I supposed to get from here to there? Did you just say somebody's wrestling an earth elemental? Alright, I hate it when they run away from you.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened?
It's kind of funny that she's mad at me for jumping to conclusions while she's jumping to conclusions.
You believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only princess just the same.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, there are certainly some interesting creatures running around these days. Orcs are only the tip of the brutish iceberg. Don't forget the murderous bones along the northern gate. And if the rumors are right, the ghosts in the Black Cove. How's that old expression? When the blood spills, it pours. I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in Sicil. Perhaps still is. How else do you explain risen dead sprouting like mushrooms in a single night? And that's not even the worst of it. No, the worst is they keep coming back. An endless legion of the dead that even the legion of the living cannot subdue.
Adamant about her innocence.
Huh.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
This is a medieval setting. You don't need innocence. Just burn her at the stake. Is that a chicken? That's a chicken. Alright, why are we...
who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for power. So
This is also a medieval setting. She wouldn't kill her husband for the money because she wouldn't be allowed to have it. Well, depending on where. So when's the witch burning happening? Yeah, I know. It's like, this is an area where like people are killed on the suspicion of being sorcerers. I mean, I guess the fact that she's the widow of a rich person would probably... You know, like she might have friends in high places. So I asked earlier and I didn't hear. Has anybody, whether you're lurking or not, has anybody played this game before? I've played 2, but I have never played this one. Alright. Alright. I keep trying to close this and it keeps trying to like... I know, I'm just clicking on the wrong thing, but...
Those books will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Dramatics, it's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Attention! About face!
Am I supposed to go up here? There we go.
Source
Finally.
Hunter. Welcome. Welcome. But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh,
what are you?
But a wizard. A guardian of man and beast. And indeed, I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Scythial. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs
Oh, this is
with
the cat
calm
dude again.
contentment. For she knows that her chicks
Darn
or
it.
children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill.
I mean, cats are pretty sadistic. This does not make me feel better about this guy.
But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs, this I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds. Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar. By all means. Strangers leading orcs. Humans. But that would be like kittens leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even
Legatus,
with
you don't play
orcs.
video games at all?
Some say
Or
they're
just not many?
sorcerers. But people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't know quite what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It would be wise not to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. Of course, I hope your investigation fares well. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal.
So, I generally don't play, like, really talky
They
games.
say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after
Do they generally, like,
She
all
retired to a
talk this
room on the
slow?
ground floor, where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt. I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. And what might those be?
These voice actors all sound like they took Quaaludes before recording their lines. Last game was SimCity 3000 Unlimited. I don't even know when that came out. I mean, considering that I'm playing, you know, Diablo, which I think came out in like 1996 or 1997 or something, I can't really complain too much about.
In truth, I don't know. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now, and for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistay, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas,
Not into video games, never had an Xbox, PlayStation, etc. Interesting.
Lion's fur.
And you don't do role-playing either, right? Do you do, like, board games? Sorry, I don't mean to be nosy, I'm just curious. I'm always interested in what, you know, people do for entertainment and creativity, so. Alright, you know what? I'm sure I'll have to come back, but yeah, I just can't. I just can't. This is who I actually cared about talking to.
What have we here? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
Okay, he's at least funny in his annoyance.
The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you! Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition. I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know.
I think he's still the, least annoying one in this entire town, except for, the guy who told us off for interrupting his drinking.
For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number.
I mean, he also talks like he has a thesaurus going, but... I mean, don't get me wrong. I have known many people of the law enforcement type, and most of them are incredibly intelligent. But they don't talk like that. Is there a way to... like... I was trying to figure out if there was a way to, like, just jump back to the shrine. Apparently not, though. That stinks.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Ah, that is.
I swear my footsteps are like the loudest... Stop it! My footsteps are like the loudest thing in this entire game. Is there an area up here I haven't explored? Ooh,
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Well, that's a shame. Original Sin 2 has a dragon prince that has claws. He just digs everything up.
How the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I sailed the seas. I walked the worlds.
It's like everyone in this game talks to themselves. Alright, what do I keep doing that's making that happen? Ah! Why is this entire town full of, like, giant rocks? And sheep.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
What the hell accent is that supposed to be?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder. You're not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
There is the black humor I do recognize with law enforcement. I know, right? No goats. What's up with that? I mean, Matt, I get that. I like, writing stories is great, but I find that, like, taking in other people's writing and video games and stories and role-playing games and everything like that just kind of keeps my own creative juices going at the same time. Of course, at this point, I have so darn many, like, stories in my head. Oh! Hello!
So...
What the heck? Wait a minute.
What? What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
We have had to listen to, like, people chattering for ages, but we didn't even get to finish the thought when we were getting hit by source magic, or whatever it is.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all!
Okay.
Quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious! Oh yes, proper introductions. Zigzax the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end.
I would like to eat your soul. What is the reference to that?
Your heart into your stomach and your pulse a flutter. It should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened. Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Everyone in this game is so melodramatic.
You know, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
How convenient that it...
You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... The portal has become active. Fantastic, astounding. Onward we should go. The portal! It's quite sprung to life. Just like the long, dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
I mean, I do have to say I am impressed by the voice actor, but I hate the character.
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that
Why does this guy sound like an Invader Zim? You know, I was trying to figure out what he reminded me of. I felt like there was like a cereal commercial or something that he reminded me of in some way, shape, or form.
I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
See, I've played the second one, Bear, and I don't remember any of this. On the other hand, usually I just, like, read it to myself super fast and, like, click through it. So maybe I've just missed it?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite.
Yeah, agreed. The game is good, but taking the voice acting down a notch would be great.
The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one. Though I cannot say for certain if it is what I
Coincidence
believe,
is not
then
causation.
our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Right. Let's just jump through a strange portal from a strange place to a stranger place with absolutely, like, you're not even gonna tell us, like, what you think it might go to. You're just like, nah, it'll be a surprise.
After you. Oh, you first. Yes, just as I...
You go first. Honestly, I'll follow.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Yeah, but I've already learned that if I don't, going straight from point A to point B is how I never level up fast enough. I figured out it was one of the reasons I used to be really terrible. Well, I mean, I'm still pretty terrible at video games, but I came to the conclusion that one of the reasons that I was extra bad at them was because I tend to be kind of a point A, point B thinker. And the result was that I never leveled up fast enough because I didn't explore enough. Oh. Must check bases. Need cool things. Not gonna get cool things. Bummer. That wasn't a cool thing either.
I have the last test. The last test. The last test. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
Okay, chat. How many jokes can we make about ample treasures?
lady, the weaver of time, mother of history, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp, as surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding, unbelievable. I have so many questions for you.
I was given
so
my
much
position
to
by the
ask,
gods,
so
but I've never
much to
actually met
say.
this one.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you.
Hey, Prophetic, good morning. How are you?
Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you I see nothing. I know nothing. So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here? A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with
No,
new
a
life
portal
as
brought
well.
me here.
Is
The
that
shock of
so?
energy took me to where the other side of the portal was.
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever
It's
be
the multiverse.
into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are
Woke up with a headache, but got that in check
to
now,
me.
so pretty good. Well, I'm
I
glad the
see
headache
them
is going
before
away.
me in this world, but their likenesses appeared
Holidays can
not
be
upon my
stressful enough without
tapestry
adding headaches and
until
illness
they
and
revived
anything
the
else
stone.
stressful to it.
Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. But I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me.
Starstone is not what it seems. But I don't know anything about it, so there is not even a what it seems.
Do you see what
The grammar
violence
in this
my
is
work
driving
has
me
suffered?
crazy.
What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
Did you know if you buy one, you can buy one and get one free? Headaches?
It would
Starstones?
appear that Starstone
I've lost track.
transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
Yeah, sounds like a you problem.
For a reason I do not yet understand, you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. But we are not the
I'm a
only
strong
entities
candidate
who
for
know these
CTE,
stones
so
to
the
be
morning
much more than pretty
brain
gems.
pain is unfortunately common. I don't know what CTE is. CTE is, I'm sorry. You know, Goat, that would be an interesting project. Perhaps create and write an RPG adventure in one of these games. Second Divinity game has some similar stones. I mean, I feel like this is really just like somebody has already written this from 5e or from D&D.
You see, collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They keep the stones from our reach. They prevent the mending of time. That shall never be. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
I'm guessing I don't actually have a choice.
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you know with you searching out Starstone, but you'll need a way to travel between Rivalon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I'm a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Yeah.
Before you go, Source Hunter, final word. Once you return to Rivalon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world.
Shell shock or punch drunk, chronic traumatic. Oh, that sounds kind of terrible. Have you ever seen the Hoof GP? Someone showed me the channel while I was in Surname, and it became a weirdly. I have never even heard of this. Will you free the people as an RPG? Is that what you were saying? Good morning, Patrick. How are you this morning? So,
I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can.
okay, I can't help this. So, I'm very confused. Am I supposed to go...
Good to see you on the shelter plane.
Ah.
A home away from home, is it not?
Do I just go back through the same portal? Is that the idea? Nope, that just brings me back to here. They talk so much and say so little. Whoop GP, someone showed me the channel while I was in. It's become a weird so it's just like somebody taking care of animals? That's kind of neat. I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to be doing to get out of here at this point. He did so much talking and could not give me the answer to the most basic thing I needed to know. You're going to 100% this game. I don't know that I am because I'm already kind of frustrated. And stuck. I appear to be frozen. What is this? Why is this flashing at me? Hey, I think we have a game glitch. Because I can't do anything. Is there some kind of quest journal? I think it's called a log, except as mentioned, I cannot click on anything. I cannot bring anything up. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna have to reload, folks. Give me just a moment. The question is, when I reload, am I going to just come back still stuck? I am very entertained that Matt said I was going to 100% the game just as it got to the point where I couldn't play the game. Yeah, damn game glitches, and it's I don't know. I'm gonna check. I wonder if there is something wrong because the display mode is really weird. And I wonder if that's why I'm also having trouble with finding the movement really janky. I don't know. I'll have to play with it for next time and find out whether or not I can make it better. Eraser, are you laughing at me? Oh no. I have some terrible news, folks. Apparently the game has lost the autosaves since the very beginning of the game. It's all the way back at the beginning. All the way back. Yes, the game is on Steam. I don't know. All I know is that it is 2 hours of gameplay ago. Okay, it's 10 minutes to 12. I'm really sorry, folks. I cannot go through all that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay this and skip as much of the dialogue as I possibly can. Get back to where we were, and then the next time I play, hopefully we'll be back to where we were. Yeah, prophetic, that is pretty much my exact reaction. I am pretty sure my face went through all of those changes. Morning, Deadman. Wow. That's just lovely. No, you've just gotten the plot. You got the plot while I was like going through the entire thing the first time. Oh, the most nightmare thing to happen. Yeah, and it's auto-saved like 2 or 3 times um since that first one, which means like something just didn't save right. Yeah, so Deadman, I was playing through and the everything kind of jammed up. Apparently, I got stuck in some garden somewhere. So I had to reboot, and when I rebooted, all of the saves got lost, and it's put me back to the very beginning of the game. So like 2 hours worth of gameplay is just gone. Yeah. So, well, I leave it up to you folks. I do have a bunch of other stuff that I started and kind of haven't finished. So I don't mind spending another half an hour or so playing something else with you guys because the conversation's been really fun and I hate to like bug out early. Um, but I leave it up to you guys. Do you want to play something else for a while or should we just call it a day and y'all have things to do this afternoon? Um, I had started Mist. I have, I think, one section. I've got like 3 days left in the Get Eaten by the Bear game, um, during which I will probably get eaten by a bear. That will definitely take less than a half an hour. Um, I got killed in this war of mine in like record time yesterday, so that's not currently underway. Though I could start another game, I guess. People seem to find that kind of boring, though. Um, or actually, I don't know. Misery. Yes. Jack and Eraser have begun calling Help Will Come Tomorrow the Misery Simulator. Um, I haven't played that in quite a while. Like I said, I had like 3 days left on it. If I survive those 3 days, then I win the game, but I have never successfully done that. So, well, 2 people have bugged out already, so I guess maybe the general consensus is that that's a very anticlimactic ending to the day. Unless Eraser wants to watch me get eaten by a bear. I'm happy to do that too. Part of me feels like I should just so I can finish that game up, but for those of you that missed it, it's a historical game based in Russia, right around the time of the fall of the Tsar, and the rebels blow up a train, and you end up with a bunch of people in the Siberian frozen wasteland, and you have to like keep them alive. Except they all really suck, and they squabble a lot, and you have to like get them to gave me a good laugh. It's kind of a good ending in a way. We all get to share in your pain. I have a dog, and Snow hasn't had either in almost 2 months. Just got back to America, so until he decides something, I can't figure out prophetic as if that was saying yes, you want me to do it or not. You know what? I'm just gonna finish. I'll finish off this game, um, just so that I have finished off the game. Um, Let me get it booted up. And if people want to hang out, they can hang out. And if not, I will. Well, now I just have to find it. There it is. This thing is supposed to be in alphabetical order, but first of all, thanks to all of your fabulous gifts, I have gone from owning like 6 games, 5 of which I could not play, to oh, it gets better. This game apparently decided to finish itself because this does not have a continue. It has new games, setting, credits, and quit game. There's no continue. I need to turn the volume down. This volume is really loud. And the volume went from too loud to absolutely nothing, even though I only turned it down halfway. And maybe Steam is just having problems. Patrick, I am not having a day. There has been a technical issue on every single game stream I have attempted to do at any point. Imagine what it would be like writing a whole good chapter that is 5,000 words and it didn't save. Well, what's worse is that, it would be like if it auto-saved, like 3 times, and then it was like, haha, no, just kidding, I didn't actually save anything. Writing software that fails to save data correctly should be a capital offense. I mean, right now it's feeling like it. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, is that it might, maybe Steam's having issues. I don't know what those issues would be. Let's see, we'll try something. I'll try something else and see if that runs. Oh, that also needs less volume. Holy cow. Options. Audio. Quietness. Oh, quietness is already way down. Why is it so loud? Maybe it's just loud to me? Has Rod Sterling been playing with your computer again? You can show us goat pictures and talk about your goats. Actually, I can't because I cannot figure out how to make OBS do things like that. So at least not yet. I should play with it more. Wait a minute. Are you sure you want to load? Oh, I see. I know what the problem is. All right, once again, it went from being incredibly loud to having no volume at all. So weird. All right, let's... Who here remembers Myst? Or am I the only one old enough? Because this seems to be working. Assuming, of course, OBS is willing to pick it up, because this is one of the games that OBS does not like to pick up. Yeah, I would say we have just a complete set of clusterfucks. All right, folks, I guess the universe has decided that we are done for the day. apologies for the complete nonsense that has gone on at the end here. Yeah, I really remember. I loved Myst. Riven I did not think was as good, mainly because I found it a lot more frustrating. Exile was wonderful. And I only recently discovered that there was actually a fourth and a fifth one, so I never played them at all. I might have a solution to both the problems. Kidnap Tombi. Tombi just finds my love of old games frustrating and can't seem to do much. Honestly, every problem I've had so far I have just kind of muddled through. So, all right, folks, I am gonna go troubleshoot and figure out if I can find out what's going on. I hope everyone has a great day, and if I do not see you tomorrow, I hope everyone has a happy holiday. I will definitely be back on Friday. I might be back for a while tomorrow, but if I am, it's probably going to be a somewhat sporadic timing. So, everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. And happy